Hi, this is a research presentation and project pitch for the Vera Project movement.
The initiative of the research conducted on the Vera Project is in order to effectively create a social media campaign. This social media campaign will build on the Vera Project's current following while creating brand awareness for the Vera Project. Building brand advocates for the Vera Project will ultimately grow the Vera Project's brand as well as increase its influence amongst its target audience. The purpose of this social media campaign is to attract potential volunteers and donors to become a part of the Vera Project movement. The current goal of the Vera Project is to grow their brand to be nationally known as well as internationally known, as a connection between current culture, underground music, and art. This campaign will assist in these efforts by promoting this aspect of the Vera Project. The Vera Project offers more to its target audience than its competitors. This campaign will capitalize on what sets the Vera Project apart. The Vera Project uses their website as well as various social media accounts as their channels to reach their target audience. These social media channels include Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, Flickr, and YouTube.
According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, people have a need to feel safe and secure as well as a sense of belonging. His theory explains that this is essential to a person's everyday life. The message that the Vera Project is sending to their target audience is that the Vera Project is a movement. This message of the Vera Project as a movement is effective in creating a community for the target audience to feel they are accepted and belong. However, what it does not do is inform the audience as to what the movement is and what it means to be a part of it. By defining what the movement is that the target audience will be a part of, will effectively attract the right target audience.
The target audience for the Vera Project social media campaign includes both male and female, ages 16 to 26, located in Seattle, Washington. These ideal audiences are the cool hipsters, sometimes considered geeky, or even outcasts. The target market is unfamiliar with everything the Vera Project has to offer. They have a need to fit in, therefore they need this campaign to show them where to fulfill their outlet for artistic ability and eagerness to learn.
In order to further understand the audience this social media campaign would reach, a buyer persona was created. This buyer persona will represent the typical image of an ideal volunteer for the Vera Project.
The buyer persona that was created is named Jenna Smith. Jenna is 17 and lives in the East Seattle, Washington area with her parents. She likes where she lives because there's always so much to do. She loves listening to indie music, drawing, and hanging out with friends. Jenna relies heavily on her cell phone, which is an iPhone 5. This is how she keeps up with all her social media accounts. Jenna's social media accounts include Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest, and YouTube. She would consider herself laid back, and those who don't know Jenna would say she is shy, but she's not. She could be considered having a somewhat rebellious personality. Jenna is not what you would consider a traditional teenage girl. Growing up in the city has given Jenna an appeal to urban imagery. When she's not drawing, she enjoys hanging out with friends and visiting the Vera Project to go to local concerts. Jenna needs a place to use her artistic talent as well as bond with like-minded teenagers in a safe and fun environment. The Jenna buyer persona is the perfect candidate for the Vera Project volunteer and brand advocate for the Vera Project movement. The direct competitor of the Vera Project is a club, also located in Seattle, by the name of the Crocodile. The Crocodile is small in size, but what it lacks in size, it makes up for in reputation. According to their website, the Crocodile was named one of the best clubs in America by the Rolling Stone in 2013. Like the Vera Project, the Crocodile provides itself as a venue for local talent. However, the Crocodile has earned its reputation by sharing its stage with legends such as Nirvana, R.E.M., Pearl Jam, and Yoko Ono. What sets the Vera Project apart from its competitors is that it offers itself as more than just a music venue. The Vera Project is a movement. It represents the passing of the torch of knowledge to the youth. This is what is unique about its service, and this is what the Capstone Project will highlight. This is a SWOT analysis highlighting the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the Vera Project movement social media campaign. 3 strengths found in the proposed campaign include the Vera Project's differentiation from its competitors, the Vera Project's movement is a cause and social media movement for the target audience to belong to, and currently the Vera Project has a significant following in social media to build upon. This campaign will address these strengths by engaging in conversation with the Vera Project's social media audience. 3 weaknesses found in this proposed campaign include the Vera Project currently has no celebrity endorsements. With all the Vera Project has to offer, it makes focusing the campaign difficult. And because the Vera Project is a nonprofit organization, there are little funds to back a major campaign. This campaign will address this weakness by focusing on free marketing via social media. 3 opportunities found in this proposed campaign include the opportunity to build upon the current following of the Vera Project. The second opportunity is to increase the brand's influence. The third opportunity is to strengthen the brand's awareness. This campaign will address this opportunity by updating the brand representation across all of its social media outlets, creating consistent brand representation. Three threats found in this proposed campaign include the Vera Project's competitors have an established reputation with their target audience. Another threat that presents itself is that the direct competitor of the Vera Project has celebrity performers to increase their influence amongst their target audience. Because the Vera Project is for all ages, it risks losing out on members of its target audience due to its limitations that they must follow for their underage members. The campaign will address this threat by focusing on what differentiates the Vera Project from its competitors. By focusing on the Vera Project's strengths, this campaign will cast a shadow on its weaknesses and set the Vera Project apart and above its competition.
According to the Bureau of Labor, based on the September 2013 Current Population Survey, volunteering is the lowest it's been since 2002. The reason for this primary research was to better understand how the target audience feels about volunteering in their communities. By becoming aware of how members of the community feel about volunteering, we gain understanding on how to motivate others to become involved. The participants in the research were recruited through social media via Facebook, Twitter, and GroupMe. Once the number of surveys was completed, the results were gathered using the Analyze Results feature in the SurveyMonkey website. When participants were asked if they volunteered in their communities, 60% answered yes, while 40% answered no. When asked the question if they do not participate in the events in their community, why not, 20% had no answer, 50% mentioned schedule conflicts or poor planning, and the other 30% mentioned various other reasons. When asked what other events they would like to attend, 30% answered a block party. The other 70% mentioned various other events including job fairs, food drives, movie nights, music, healthcare resources, and car washes. When asked how often they participate in activities in their community, 10% answered extremely often, 30% answered very often, 50% answered moderately often, 0% answered slightly often, and 10% answered not often at all. When asked how many hours they participate volunteering last year, the average was 90.6 hours. Next step in my primary research is to conduct a focus group with the current volunteers of the Vera Project. The results from this focus group will help gain a deeper understanding of how the volunteers for the Vera Project feel about their experience with the brand. This will help to understand what improvements can be made, or even insights as to what will attract future volunteers or brand advocates to the Vera Project brand. The goal for this campaign are the focus group, updating brand representation across all its social media outlets, engaging with the social media audience, and setting the Vera Project apart and above its competition. Saying yes to this social media campaign will realize the goals set forth for the Vera Project brand. Will you be a part of the Vera Project movement?